Hi guys and welcome back to .NET in Minutes. Today we are going to explore a core concept in software development called Dependency Injection, or DI for short. DI is a design pattern that helps make code cleaner, more flexible, easier to maintain, and easier to test. It's something professional developers use every day, and once you understand it, your coding will feel much more powerful. Before I talk about dependency injection, we need to understand what is a dependency. In programming, a dependency is something a class or object needs to order to work. For example, imagine you're building a smartphone app that sends notification. The notification system depends on something that can actually send a message, maybe an email service, or SMS service, or a push notification service. If your notification class creates the email service itself, it means that it's tightly connected to that specific service. That makes your code harder to change later. For example, if tomorrow you want to send SMS instead of email, you would have to change your notification class. This is where dependency injection comes in. Dependency injection is a way of giving objects the things they need instead of letting them create those things themselves. Think of it like ordering coffee of a cafe. You don't go to the kitchen, find the beans, grind them, boil water and make coffee yourself. You just tell the barista your order and they deliver coffee to you. Is this analogy? You are the object that needs something. The coffee is the dependency, the barista is the injector. The idea is that the object doesn't know or care how the dependency injection is created. It just gets it from somewhere else. It makes your code more flexible. You can change dependencies without touching the main object. Why dependency injection matters? There are three big reasons why dependency injection is important. 1. Flexibility. Because dependencies are provided to your class from outside, you can easily swap them for something else without rewriting the whole code. For example, switching from an email service to an SMS service becomes simple. 2. Maintainability. If each class only does one job and dependencies are given from outside, your code is easier to read and maintain. You don't need to dig inside classes to see how they work. 3. Testability. Testing code becomes much easier with dependency injection. If you want to test your notification system, you don't need to actually send emails. You can give your notification system a fake service, something called a mock or stub, to test how your system behaves. Types of dependency injection. There are three main ways to inject dependencies into an object. 1. Constructor injection. Dependencies are provided through the constructor when the object is created. This is the most common and preferred method. 2. Setter injection. Dependencies are set through public properties or methods after the object is created. 3. Interface injection. Dependencies are provided through the interface method. This is less common but useful in certain scenarios. Each method has its use cases, but constructor injection is generally the cleanest and safest. And now your favorite part, real life analogy. Let's imagine building a house. You could design the house so that it builds its own plumbing, wiring and furniture, but that would be a nightmare to maintain. Instead of a better approach is to have different specialists bring in what the house needs. Plumbers for pipes, electrician for wiring, and carpenters for furniture. This is essentially what dependency injection does. It separates responsibilities. Your main object doesn't need to be responsible for creating its own dependencies. It just receives them from somewhere else, usually a framework or a center dependency injector. Dependency injection in real frameworks. Many modern frameworks, including ASP.NET Core, Angular, and Spring Boot, use built-in dependency injection. They automatically create and manage dependencies for you, so you don't have to manually wire everything. This makes development faster, more consistent, and easier to maintain. Common misunderstanding. Some developers think dependency injection is just a fancy way of passing objects around, but dependency injection is more than that. It's about designing your system so that dependencies are external and replaceable. This leads to cleaner, more modular code. And the final part, dependency injection is not just a technical trick. It's a mindset. It's about separation concerns, making your code flexible, maintainable, and testable. Whether you are writing a small project or a large system, dependency injection can make your life easier. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to .NET in Minutes. In the next episode, we will explore another important concept in programming design, the solid principles. See you there, guys.